Next slide shocks you a little bit. Let me just go back before I go to that slide. One of the things that we found when AWF started its program on this ranch, we found that several things needed to be done. The ranch was being run as a livestock ranch. It had a school. Right in the middle of that ranch, there was a primary school with about 700 students. The school itself was in very, very poor shape. And the program that we agreed to with this community and the land trust, we agreed on several things. One, that would move that school, because if we were to secure the integrity of this ranch for wildlife conservation, it meant numbers of wildlife would grow with improved protection. Children were already wandering around in an area that was completely unsafe. You'd often find an elephant in the neighborhood of the school, or a lion wandering around in the school. So we decided we were going to move the school, put it to a new location, provide them a better campus as a way of providing education, but also showing that conservation can deliver a benefit beyond looking after wildlife. We also agreed that we would develop it to ensure that it can attract tourism and tourism development. And finally, that would secure the livestock population that was on that ranch, because livestock, the communities that border the ranch are pastoralists, and they have a key interest in livestock. And we wanted to ensure that we could use the quality of the livestock on the ranch, which was better, to deliver benefits to them. And so what did the program look like after AWF investments, again with the support of the USAID? We were able to restore the schools. Believe it or not, that's what the school looked like. That's an old classroom from the school. That's the new campus that we recently refurbished and finished. We've relocated it completely. We've provided the school, built a big, beautiful campus. We're providing water. We're providing electricity. We're providing better living conditions for the children. And the following few slides are just supposed to illustrate the change. That's an old dorm where kids were sleeping 3 on a bed. That's a new dorm. It may look crowded, but every one of the 800 children on the campus currently have their own bed. That's an old house for a teacher. It's hard to believe that a teacher would have lived in there and delivered good education to the school. It actually happened to be one of the highest performing schools in the district, even in these very poor conditions. And that's what their new houses look like. The required infrastructure and equipment for looking after the livestock. And here we just illustrate the kind of condition that some of the equipment was in. We have given them new equipment that is allowing them to construct dams for wildlife, construct dams for livestock, so that both the livestock and wildlife have water, and they have the right equipment to ensure that they can deliver this efficiently. And the great success story is that wildlife in this ranch is recovering really, really well. And I see a mistake there, because I don't think the baboons were 2,700. I think in trying to redo the talk this morning, moving it from into an Apple computer, I think our numbers got shifted around. There are not that many baboons on that ranch. Those would be the Grant's gazelle. But in an essence, to show you that wildlife is recovering very well, the removal of the school has really helped, because one of the areas that the school was located on had really good water, so animals are able to move in this land better. The result is that we have a win-win, a very happy community. We've delivered better education for them. We're delivering a livestock program that they can use, they can rely on. They have access to a ranch that has better grass. We have wildlife, and slowly, in the near future, we are developing tourism. The next example is from our conservation enterprise program. And one of our heartlands focuses on mountain gorilla conservation in an area between Rwanda, Congo, and Uganda. And in this area, really, the illustration is that a community with this kind of resources in a protected area in the neighborhood can attract investment, can attract partnerships and support from organizations like ourselves to ensure that they can help to support conservation and enjoy the benefits of that conservation. This is a story of the Sabinyo Lodge, which is on the neighborhood of the Virunga National Park. A community by the name of Sabinyo lives on the vicinity of this park. And AWF saw an opportunity to use the community's land to help deliver and construct a facility that would help them enjoy the benefits arising from gorilla tourism. And what AWF did was to partner with the local community, find them a lodge operator who was interested in gorilla tourism. We brokered a deal which was financed to develop a lodge and to get a management contract with a private operator in order to construct a lodge that would host guests going to see the mountain gorilla. And we had financing again from USAID. We found debt for this community. We found a private investor. And together we were able to construct one of the most successful lodges in Rwanda at the present time. It has actually become the signature lodge for the country. And many of you who read your Condé Nast would have seen that this has been featured very many times in the last year. And this is what the lodge looks like. It's right on the edge of the park. That is close to the national park. It's one of the most beautiful lodges we have right now, and this is one of the parts of the lodge. Just an impression of the lodge, which was opened last year. And what does the deal look like for the community? We brokered a 15-year contract with an extension for 10-year renewal. We invested $850,000. Those are the levels of investment that have gone into the construction of this lodge. But of keen interest for us was the delivery of strong benefits. Many enterprise deals in Africa and that we're familiar with have tended to be very token in the size of and the scale of benefit that they deliver to local communities. And as a part of our principles and part of our way of working, we have decided that we don't do token deals, that we want to deliver strong impact that's commensurate with the scale of the resource that these communities own and help to support. And so this community will be getting almost $250,000 a year, which is from bed night fees and a gross revenue from the operations of the lodge. In addition to that, they're providing some of the inputs into the lodge. They're getting employment. And so the overall benefit and value to them from our current estimate is going to be around $400,000 US.